Elon Musk. This is something we don't know about this nigga Elon, bro. I'm telling y'all, when a nigga get that much money, it's something we don't know about them, my guy. Elon Musk's hatred for black Americans is getting worse.
On October 27th, 1995,
Let's see,
a well-known local academic,
I know I'm about to get mad at this shit,
will go to the Detroit Black Journal.
I know Elon be saying some crazy shit, bro.
That will shake black America forever.
We anticipate by that point in time, based on all the research that's coming to us, that the next generation of whites are going to be more anti-black than they've been since the civil rights movement.
Dr. Claude Anderson made a very interesting prediction. He said that white people will become more hostile towards blacks since the civil rights movement. Now, at the time, it was very difficult for somebody to believe it. But fast forward.
Hey.
2015, we see Donald Trump run for presidency. 2016, he wins. A lot of that is because of organic white support. Remember, Hillary Clinton, the person he beat, had a stronger budget and lost. So his prediction is correct. But the question is this: what was the reason for why Dr. Claude Anderson said that? Or in other words, why did he feel that white resentment towards blacks would become strong again? In the beginning of 2025,
that's a crazy prediction.
We started to hear a new interesting term.
How y'all feel? Do y'all think the hate is like worse now? I don't know how to feel about that. I know like it's definitely still is a lot of hate, no cap, but I don't know how much worse it's getting. I feel like it's just I feel like it's still a certain group of people that got the hate, and then we got like the people that don't.
Whites. Initially, this term was in the black tool bag, but whites flipped it for their own leverage.
So there's this new term going around
Or
called
they may be
black
DL.
And essentially, white people
I'm
are
so tired of this
tired
term, bro.
Of black culture, of being told that they're the victims, all this rhetoric, right? Now, mind you, I've seen it and mostly talked about on the perspective of black ghetto individuals.
The young lady mentions black fatigue, okay? And this is very, very interesting because white people were just tired of blacks, but not just the black people that were sagging their pants, or shooting dice or gunshots. That really doesn't affect them so much. But what were they really mad about?
There's two extremes of black fatigue. There's Don Lemon, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, like those type of people that are well-spoken, like normal people, that are forcing rhetoric down people's throats, right? Saying you're black, therefore X, Y, and Z, right?
So Caucasians were upset more at the black bourgeoisie or the black intelligentsia. If you think about the people that were named, Don Lemon, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, and you could even include,
and they just don't like them, bro.
Now, these are people that create the narrative of black fatigue. And these are the powerful people behind the left. These are the people that can get big funds, fundraising, and they can go out and spin the narrative that white people have done all of this stuff to blacks. And these are the people that also pass the laws for DEIs and affirmative actions and things like that. But that isn't the only problem.
You're a white individual, you're told just because of the color of your skin.
I don't understand the DEI argument either.
That you're an oppressor, that you know what I mean? Like you're the problem, right? So they're being told this dialogue that is exhausting, to tell that no matter what you do, you will always be an issue, right? But then in the same breath,
and like I could understand that, bro. Like I could understand not wanting to hear that all the time. So I get that, but like, bro, this stuff is still also, on the other hand, it's kind of true, bro. You may not be an oppressor, but you come from oppressors, my guy. And it's just that simple. It's just that simple, bro. Go to the back of your head, name 5 reasons you're not sub to the channel right now. Sub up, you this far in the video, my guy.
Or the other extreme, right? Barack, those type Don Lemon people will say, you're the issue, but you have to help us. Why would people want to help someone that is just blaming them constantly,
Now, here's something that I have also seen. White people have been told that they are the problem. They are the issue. simply for being white. And not only are you the issue, you have to help us with the problems that you created. Now imagine being a white person, okay? And your family is white, you're struggling like anybody else, and then you have black people telling you that you're the problem or you're the issue. You would think like, well, I wasn't born in that time. I'm just living in this time. I didn't do anything to you. Like, why is it my issue? And I took some time to actually put myself in the shoes of a person.
Yeah.
And I think if I was a white person, I could understand or at least align how that person would feel. I'm just removing myself from my own body and saying, hey, listen, I'm just pulling myself away from that and putting myself into their shoes and trying to think of it as me being born as a normal person. Would I want to hear that? No, I probably would not want to hear that, right? And some white people could feel like that because they're biased. They don't want to hear that they're responsible for slavery. They don't want to hear that they have this advantage of white supremacy. Any person that is biased towards themselves in surviving in their own longevity in life doesn't want to hear that. And so after a while, you get tired of it. So what do you do once you're tired of it? You start getting more radical with your politics and you start to do things that are extreme. For some whites, it's becoming MAGA. It's voting for Donald Trump. It's supporting people like Charlie Kirk. For other people,
so niggas gotta go full extreme now.
Becoming groypers or going to the extreme right. It's also called the alt-right. And these things are rebellion towards this particular argument presented by white liberals and black liberals. And then you start to see something that supports
and then it's like both sides are radical and extreme, and then it's just both sides clashing, bro. That's why I just stay to myself.
Such as an economy. Look at Rumble. Rumble is the answer for YouTube for people who get banned from YouTube. So now you see people coming in with money, investing into platforms that give them the ability to speak how they want. And not only that, you get the emergence of something like X, which I'm going to come to in a minute, which is owned by Elon Musk.
X is so
before I get to that, let's talk
crazy,
about the situation that's happening on the right. You have guys like Officer Brandon Tatum, who also believes that black fatigue is real. He's lock in step with the whites against black fatigue. However, because Brandon Tatum is a person that pushes Israel, this has gotten him in a lot of trouble with normal white conservatives. And this is where he faces racism himself. Now, Brandon Tatum and other blacks would cry about other African Americans or black Americans crying racism.
Out of politics,
but check this stuff out, all right? Jake Shields, a former UFC fighter, shared a post that Brandon Tatum did, which was basically like somewhat of a sermon talking about why Christians need to be loyal to Israel. Jake Shields says, how much do you think Israel pays this raccoon, right? Now, Brandon Tatum, again, a person that pushes, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Look at this racist. They dislike Jews so much, they start going crazy and showing their true colors. Homeboy out here calling a black man a raccoon. What a coward. Now, again, Brandon Tatum made his name by talking about black dysfunction and things like this. And here he is trying to have a discussion, and then he's being called this raccoon, all right?
That's why, bro, you can't.
What happens? Yeah. He says this, you're getting roasted in the comments because yelling racist and anti-Semite no longer works.
Woo!
I called you a raccoon because that is what you are, and you won't say ish if you see me.
Damn.
Now, not only is he saying that, look, yelling racist,
you can say whatever you want.
Anti-Semite no longer works, bro. Nobody is scared of you. I called you that, and what are you gonna do if you see me? You won't do anything. Let's go back to Dr. God, bro.
People just say anything now. Hey, but that's only the internet, bro. Like, people are not doing that in real life. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's only the internet, bro. Rare occasions it's happening in real life. No cap.
Now, the year is 2015.
But I feel like it's gonna start happening.
This is what Dr. Paul Anderson says. Look at the memes. 2015,
it's definitely a shift.
You're a racist. Wait, what? 2025, you're a racist. F off.
Woo!
This is spot on. 2015.
That's true.
He said, wait, what? So this is like the awakening a point of, hey, wait a minute, I'm a racist. No, I'm not. Now they don't even care. This is spot on. And I'm going to tell you one of the reasons.
Especially on Twitter, my guy.
Men who look like you, men who vote like you, and men who sound like you. White men, something is broken. Something is cracked deep inside when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence.
Never the answer.
Are you listening to me? I hope I'm saying it loud enough for the people in the back.
So here's Don Lemon, again, a person that was mentioned in the video, is trying to lecture white men on how violent they are. Again, this is something that Black Lives Matter does. A lot of liberals do. They talk to white people about their mistakes. But again, you need to help us. And sometimes the help is not always financial. The help is, well, a different kind of help. And that's the issue with Don Lemon. According to people who saw this clip, they saw this. Don's husband. Woo! Meanwhile, Don Lemon and his very white and male spouse. Radical in the streets, colonize in the sheets.
Damn.
Then look at this. Let it go, Don. Democrats. Racism.
What,
in other words,
bro?
they're trying to breathe life into racism and nobody cares. So I want to talk more about this because here's something that whites are starting to figure out, or they figure out. You're saying that white people are racist and need help, you need to help us, but at the same time, you guys really want to be with us or be married to us or be accepted by us. And you're doing that just for a play as a way to maintain leverage. Which leads us back to Elon Musk, a person named Rupert Lowe, who is a politician rather in the UK. He goes, get called a racist? Honestly, who cares anymore? I certainly don't. That word has been overused to the point of losing all meaning. Irrelevant. Crack on with the day. And what does Elon Musk say? Exactly. Fast forward.
Hey, we know this. We know Elon don't care about what
Musk
nobody got to
secretly,
say.
I don't know if he's a racist or not, but what I can say is he definitely is very, very anti-black. And he doesn't mind letting anybody know. And the reason is because he puts his money where his mouth is. And this is what you're seeing with a lot of people on the right that feel like, well, we're being cornered. No, they're just not saying they're being cornered. They're taking actual steps in ownership to make sure that what they say means something. This is why you see somebody like Charlie Kirk, people like him come out now because they know something that's interesting. Elon Musk understands that the more eyeballs are on this stuff, the more money is on this stuff. So even if it's considered hate speech, even if it's considered wrong, if you have money with it, people have no choice but to come and support it, or at least be in front of it. This is the same thing with Nick Fuentes. Bro. Nick Fuentes has been banned from everything, but what did we see in November 9th? November 9th, Nick Fuentes is on the cover of the New York Times, all right? A whole story on him, and he's supposed to be banned. He's now going mainstream. That means what started off small is now big. And what about X's revenue? Well, X is making more money, or at least recovering, since when he bought it. Now, so Elon Musk bought X, it was declining in revenue. But evidence suggests now that X global ad revenue is going to increase by 17.5% in the US alone. Global 16.5% in 2025. 2025 may mark the first year of ad revenue growth since Musk's takeover. All right. Now, again, X was kind of on Twitter before, was on the decline, but once Elon Musk took over X, a lot of the advertisers left. But now they're coming back because the eyeballs are there and people still have to make money, even if it's hate speech involved. And so whenever you have money behind something, you have infrastructure behind something, people got to go where the cash is. And that is the beauty of ownership. And this is what Elon Musk understands. Also, Elon Musk can stay in the game longer than somebody else. Somebody else would have been out of business, not Elon Musk. And over time, he's showing that there is a market for people to just say what the hell they want. And now it's all changing form. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shirley Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk.
I ain't gonna lie, W video from my guy, no cap. This is some good information, you feel me? I don't like that nigga Hey, it's something we don't know about that nigga Elon, y'all. I'm telling you, it's something we don't know about Elon. You feel me? A W video, my guy. I just don't like the nigga, no cap. There's something about him we don't know about. We go figure it out. If y'all new to the channel, hit that sub button, hit the like button, comment some shit y'all want me to react to in the comment section. Also, come over to the Twitch. I'm pulling you over right now, my guy. Come on.